Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom, and it's Monday. It's the day I pull an oracle card for your soul's invitation for the week. Then I flip the camera over and I let you pick your own card, your own personal message for the week. I am using the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and the card, your soul's invitation card for the week, is Eyes of the Eagle Rising Above the Fray. Beautiful card. Okay, what does this mean? Eyes of an eagle rising above the fray. It's twofold. First, think of it as you can see an eagle soaring through the air. You can see things coming on the horizon. So if you are looking and working towards an aspiration this week, you will see things on the horizon that are going to come to fruition and manifestation in the future. But you're starting to see them come up towards your vision, your peripheral vision. Remember, you're an eagle, you're soaring, and you can see far off. So you can see things that are going to come your way. They're not here yet, but the makings of them are in the works. And that is a positive thing coming towards you. The other thing about this card is rising above the noise and not being affected by it. So this week also can mean that there could be some, let's just say, gossiping or jealousy or any emotion that could stir you up. The eagle rises above it. It flies above the noise. So don't let the noise, the BS, affect you this week. Rise above it. So if someone says something or there's some backstabbing or some gossip, you are going to rise above it and you are going to soar above it and soar through it. So twofold. One, it allows you to see things off in the distance that are coming your way that are going to be in your future manifestation or positive opportunities. But it also is also saying anything that's going awry this week or around you that is not in your highest and best interest, rise above it. Do not be fazed by it. Do not be affected. You're soaring this week above it. All the stuff that you hear, whether it's TV or media or in your daily orbit, you're rising above it. But also, look for the future. Look what's coming down the road at you. Can you see glimpses of it? Just glimpses. It's not like it's here yet, but you might get a glimpse this week. And the charm I pulled were ballet slippers. So if ballet slippers have a meaning to you, use that meaning. But if not, I didn't even look up the meaning. Ballerinas, to me, float above everything. They're leaping across the stage. They're jumping. They're soaring, just like the eagle. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around and have you pull your own card. These are your 3 cards this week. Take a moment to look at each one, focus on each one for a few minutes, and then claim your card. Ready? Okay, we're going to start here. And this is Falling Angel Spiritual Narcolepsy. This speaks of you've been coasting along, doing really well, and you're kind of too comfortable. It's if you're on autopilot or cruise control, and you're not really doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. Like say if you have a spiritual practice or putting in the extra effort for something that you want. You're kind of on cruise control and kind of in this sweet comfort zone where you've gotten a little too lax. And this is asking you, don't be seduced this week by fallen angels. Your supposed friends and companions are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their interests in mind. Those are fallen angels. So this week it's asking you, there might be people in your orbit that are seducing you, that don't have your best interests in mind. Go back to rising above the fray. Go back to, not flying instead of falling asleep at the wheel. This is also about falling asleep, just being autopilot. This week you want to not be on autopilot. You want to be going back to chasing your dreams, going after what you want, but waiting to be guided. Don't be allured by the people around you that promise you things without you being divinely guided. You want to go back and soar but wait for guidance, if this makes sense. It's like, I don't know, I'm trying to equate it to something, doing really well. And when I was selling real estate, doing really well in real estate and just going through the motions, you get to a place where you're just going through the motions and you're not really putting in your best effort. And then some quick, easy fix presents itself. Like if you do this, you'll get more listings. And you fall for the easy fix instead of doing what you know to be tried and true, which is giving 100% customer service. That's how I kind of see it. You try a quick fix. You've fallen asleep. You've gotten lazy. You've gotten too comfortable. This is a week not to get too comfortable. Get out of the autopilot. Don't be seduced by anything around you and wait for the next signs for guidance. And then the charm that goes with this was jellyfish. Now, if jellyfish has a meaning to you, then I would use the jellyfish meaning. But if jellyfish doesn't have any meaning, I'm going to read for you. It means flow, movement, survival, instinct. I think this is really fitting. Instinct. No, flow this week. Don't be seduced. Survival. Instinct. Don't go with those people that are promising you things just to survive. Okay, the next card is Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Now, Dream Thief means we have a kind of a theme going this week. This is keeping you stuck in the same old, your creature comforts, not wanting to evolve, falling back into the safety of the status quo, not pushing yourself, keeping the bad habits, not letting things let go, giving yourself the same talk over and over and over again. You're tending to an old wound and not letting it heal. You're stuck, so to say. I mean, look at the image on this card. It speaks that you're more than you know, but you're not letting yourself be all that you can be. It's rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal on the call. You're not heeding the call. You're not looking to fulfill the promise or the dream. You're stuck in an old pattern. What old pattern this week can you look at and say, it's done? Now, fittingly, we got the gun for the charm. What can you just shoot and say, it's all done? I am refusing to keep this comfort. I am refusing to not listen to the call. I'm refusing to stay safe. That is the message that you want to pay attention to this week. And lastly, the last card is the wailing tree, reconciliation. Now, this card is reconciliations. Who do you need to reconcile with? Or what do you need to reconcile with? Or is that yourself? What grief and mourning do you have to honor this week? Is there something that you have to forgive yourself for? Others? Something that's gone that you haven't mourned? This is really a week that you're going to have to account for any losses. Maybe you had a loss of childhood and you're an adult and it's time to let that go. Maybe you've had a loss of a career that you thought and it's sad and you haven't grieved it. What do you need to grieve this week that you keep holding on to? So these cards are all a little heavy this week. So, this is all about really coming to terms with where you are in life, what you need to grieve, say goodbye to, come to terms with, where you're playing it way too safe and not listening to where you're being led. And this last one, the spiritual narcolepsy, is, where are you being misled this week? Where are you too comfortable that people, you can be led astray by people or a situation. Now, for the wailing tree, we got the deer, which is inner child. in this case, or grace, or unconditional love. So reconciliation is your inner child. You know, the awareness and mindfulness of unconditional love. We've got a lot of work to do, it looks like, this week on ourselves. It's a week of really coming to terms with things in your life that need to let go or change or not being misled. And then overall, keep in mind, though, that you're soaring above it all, that you have the option to soar above this week. You know, the overall theme for the week is soaring above any of the bullshit, any of the noise, and seeing the good coming towards you in the future while you do a little work on yourself this week. Have a great week.